Hi, I'm Tom Wilson. I'm the founder of Wilson Law Office. And today, I want to talk to you about a topic that's extremely important if your license has been suspended or if you've lost it in the past for really any reason in the state of Indiana. In the past, we've had very limited ways to get you back out on the road before a license suspension was completed, at least legally. There were what they used to call restricted licenses, which were very hard to get and didn't allow you to drive. And it's important to understand that a couple years ago, the Indiana legislature gave us a new tool to allow you to get back out on the road and to drive legally in many circumstances. Now, in order to be eligible for the specialized driving privileges, you have to either have an Indiana license at some point, never had a license, and reside in the state of Indiana. A lot of people don't realize that if you've never had a license but you live in Indiana, you can get specialized driving privileges, and you absolutely can. So the first thing you need to know is if you live in Indiana, there's a reasonable chance we can get you specialized driving privileges. Now, if you get specialized driving privileges, what is that going to allow you to do? The most common use of specialized driving privileges, of course, is to be able to drive to and from and for work. So what this allows you to do is if you have to drive for your work, not only can you get there and get home, but you can go where your employer sends you. So if you get specialized driving privileges, all of your work needs can be addressed. If you have a commercial driver's license, a CDL, there are limitations, and again, you need to talk to an attorney about these, but there's an ability to drive for work through specialized driving privileges. Well, what else can you do with specialized driving privileges? And I want you to understand, we've had circumstances in certain courts where we've been able to get specialized driving privileges that essentially allow you to drive wherever and whenever you want. Now, that's not always the case, but the scope can be very broad. Typically, if we have a situation where you're eligible for specialized driving privileges, we'll see things like being able to drive, as I mentioned, for work, but also for childcare and visitation, which can be very important. To go to your place of worship, which is also extremely important for a lot of people, and then also for health care, but not only for you, but for immediate or close blood family relatives. So there's a number of different things, even if you don't get a full scope of the ability to drive, that you can get specialized driving privileges to cover. Now, there are restrictions and there are limitations that exist, and you'll hear people sometimes talk about that a court might require you to have an ignition interlock, and we can talk about those things in an appointment and explain when that might apply, what exactly ignition interlock is, or other restrictions the court has. But the best thing you can do is to call the number below, schedule an appointment, we'll pull up your driving record, make sure you're eligible. If you are, we'll get the process started so we can get you on the road legally. Look forward to helping you with this. I'm Tom Wilson from Wilson Law Office. Thank you for watching this video.